Don't buy a house when you are in your 40s. By the time you are 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, please don't buy a house, because obviously there is a law in this country that by the time you hit 40, yeah, the government give you free housing and you immediately stop paying rent. Yeah, because obviously that will be the only reason you will tell me that as a 40 plus pump somebody in this country that you should not buy a house. That being said, I know and I understand where that logic is coming from. Yeah, I'm going to explain perfectly well with two scenarios. Couple A are in their very early 20s, and they bought a house and the bank gave them 25 years mortgage. They bought a house of 350,000 and the bank gave them 25 years mortgage. We are going to just use a random word and say they are going to be paying 1,000 euros monthly on their mortgage, insurance and everything included. I also know very well that the life insurance, the school saldo verzekering, that is associated with mortgaging when you buy a house, that is mandated when you buy a house, is also cheaper when you are younger, because the younger you are, the less chances of you falling down and die. Yeah, that is couple A. And now couple B are both 40, 45, 46. They also bought a house of 350,000. Yeah, but because they are older, the bank cannot give them a 25 years mortgage. Yeah, this country, the bank mostly and generally follow a law that states that by the time you hit your retirement age, your mortgage preferably will be paid off. That means those couple bought, I'm going to use the word 45 years of age. That means as they bought 45, by the time they hit 65 years old, their mortgage must be paid off. In that scenario, the bank will not be giving them 25 years mortgage. Rather, they will be giving them lesser than for 20 years mortgage. Yeah, and if I am that couple, I would even prefer that they take a 15 years mortgage. So because couple A took for 25 years, the money they are going to be paying will be lesser. They are paying 1,000 euro, like we earlier said, than couple B, who bought at a more older age. Then let's just say they are going to be paying 1,500 euro, 1,600, 1,700 euro. That is the difference, because one is getting 25 years and the other one is getting for less than 20 years. I know two people in my personal environment that bought at 40 years plus, and that was what happened. They were not giving 25 years, they were giving a shorter. So because they are giving a shorter time, their mortgage tends to be more expensive. And also, the older you are, the more chance you are likely to fall down and buy. That's also the reason why their life insurance for more older people are more expensive. Couple A is paying 1,000 euro all inclusive plus insurance monthly for 350 mortgage. These numbers are figurative, they are not real. Couple B is paying 1,500, 1,600 monthly, insurance included, for the same 350 mortgage. That is the reason why most people say when you hit your 40s, you should not buy. But personally, if you are in your 40s, you are 45 years of age, and the apartment you currently stay, the apartment you are paying 1,008 in the apartment, I will advise you, and you have money, I will advise you to buy. When you go to the bank will give you a shorter mortgage lifetime so that you pay it up by the time you hit pension. The general idea of if you are 40, you should not buy a house, like I said, that is the only thing that it will enter my head. If there is a law in this country that give 40 plus people, you hit, by the time you hit your 40, they are giving free housing and they stop paying rent. Except that is not happening. Even if you are 40, in your late 40s, if you see a bank that can borrow you money to buy, and the place you currently stay in is quite expensive, and you have money saved up, I will still advise you to get a mortgage and pay the mortgage off by the time you reach your retirement age. Is it clear? Thank you.